Hello, friends. Have you ever seen a rainbow? Of course you have. You're not stupid. I know you've seen a rainbow before. But have you ever heard of the boy who learned the language of rainbows? No. Well, let me tell you about it. There was a boy who lived in a village at the foot of a mountain. Every day he would go to school, learn his lessons, and then run home as fast as he could to tell his mother all about his day. The mother would listen patiently to every word he said, and when he was done, she would always say, "My clever boy, you really are a chatterbox." She would ruffle his hair and smile. One day the boy came home from school earlier than usual, and his mother wasn't in the kitchen waiting for him. She was out in the garden with a watering can. The boy stood at the kitchen door and watched her for a while. She was bent over a flower bed, and all he could see was the back of her head. "What are you doing, mother?" he asked. "I'm planting some seeds, dear," she said without turning around. "When they grow, we will have the most beautiful flowers in the whole village." "Will they be more beautiful than the rainbow flower?" the boy asked. His mother turned around and looked at him. "The rainbow flower is just a myth, sweetheart," she said. "It doesn't exist." The boy was disappointed, but he knew better than to argue with his mom. He went to his room, got out his drawing pad and colored pencils, and drew a picture of the most beautiful flower he could imagine. He called it the rainbow flower. Then he went to his desk and took out his books and started to study. As he was studying, he thought about the rainbow flower. He wondered if it really didn't exist, why his mom had planted the seeds. Just then, a knock came at the door. The boy opened it and found a little girl standing there holding a flower. "Do you want to buy a flower?" "They're only 10 rupees, the girl said. The boy looked at the flower. It was the most beautiful flower he had ever seen. It was bigger than his head, and all the petals were different colors. "Wow," he said. "Where did you get it?" "Oh, I picked it from my garden," the girl said. "Would you like to come over and see it?" The boy thought for a moment. He wanted to go, but his mom had told him never to go anywhere with strangers. But something about the girl's offer made him want to break the rules. So he agreed to go. The girl led him through a little gate at the end of the garden. On the other side was the most beautiful garden he had ever seen. There were all kinds of flowers there, and they were all talking to each other. "Good morning, Daisy," said a lily. "Did you sleep well?" "I sure did," Daisy replied. It was a beautiful night. The boy couldn't believe his ears. Were the flowers really talking? He looked around to see if anyone else was there, but he was the only person in the garden. Where was the girl? Then he heard a voice behind him. "Can I help you?" The boy turned around and saw the girl standing in front of him with a big smile. "You understand what they're saying?" the boy asked. "Of course I do," the girl said. "I speak flower language. Would you like to learn?" The boy nodded his head so hard that his ponytail swung back and forth. And that's how the boy learned the language of rainbows. The girl taught him all about the secret language the flowers spoke, and he learned that each flower had a different message to share. Some were happy messages, and some were sad. After a while, the boy wanted to go home. He thanked the girl for teaching him the language of rainbows and ran as fast as he could to tell his mom everything he had learned. But when he got home, he saw that the front door had a new coat of paint, and when he walked inside, he saw that his mom was waiting for him. "We need to talk," she said. The boy was scared. Had he been naughty? Did his mom know he had left the house? Was she going to punish him? He opened his mouth to speak, but his mom raised her hand. "No, this isn't a punishment, sweetheart," she said. "I just wanted to tell you that I'm very proud of you. You've grown up to be such a kind and intelligent boy, and I know you will make the world a better place." The boy was confused. What did she mean? "You're not just my son," his mom said. "You're also the guardian of our village. It's your job to keep everyone happy and healthy. And I know you will do a wonderful job." The boy still didn't understand, but before he could ask his mom to explain, she disappeared. He looked around, but she was nowhere to be seen. He called out to her, but there was no answer. Then he heard a voice behind him. "Are you okay?" The boy turned around and saw the girl from the garden. "Where's my mom?" he asked. "She's gone," the girl said. "She's chosen a new guardian." The boy was scared. He didn't want to be a guardian. All he wanted was his mom.
Out.
He threw himself on the ground and started to cry. "Hey, it's going to be okay," the girl said, kneeling down next to him. "You'll find your mom again. You just have to believe." And that's exactly what the boy did. He believed, and he lived happily ever after. The end.